Hi there and welcome back. Today I thought it would be fun to switch things up a little and do a more relaxed and chatty video. I wanted to share with you some quick and easy machine knit gift ideas. I'm not only going to share with you project ideas, but I will try to give you some inspiration on stitches that you can use, yarns perhaps, and give you some tips on how to make these projects a little bit more interesting. I'm going to make sure to link as many resources as I can below this video. Most of these are free content that I've uploaded a while ago, but there will be a few that are paid. You might consider having a look at those as well, as this is a great way you can support my channel. So grab a tea, get comfy, and let's chat about these fun projects together. The first category, we have hair accessories such as scrunchies, hair clips, and hair ties. To make a scrunchie is super easy. All you have to do is to knit a rectangle of fabric. You have to insert an elastic, ideally not a black elastic if you are using white yarn, and there are only a couple of seams. I think a pointelle stitch looks absolutely beautiful on a scrunchie. For the hair ties and hair clips, sticking a little flower or a bow onto it is such a cute touch. Actually, my latest video shows how to make this bow, so I will make sure to link that below if you want to have a look. You can play with different yarns, more special yarns, more simple, but definitely a good idea for a gift. The next easy project is a scarf. I think a scarf is the first thing that I ever made for someone on my machine. It was super simple in stockinette, but you do not have to make a stockinette scarf. You can use a more special stitch. For this one, for example, I combined long stitches knitted in a chunky yarn with a fluffy yarn where I did just some simple lace transfers, and I think that looks really fun and it wasn't really that time consuming. I think when it comes to scarves, even though they are so easy to knit, it is quite difficult sometimes to make them look nicely finished. An idea for that is to add fringes at the bottom. That adds a little bit of weight to the fabric and it just looks super cute. And for the edges, even though they do roll a little bit, when you put it on, it really doesn't matter that much. I think that looks absolutely fine, but if you do not want these edges to roll, you can always have some needles in action on the riverbed, on the edges. If you do have a riverbed, this way you would have the edges double knitted and that would look really nice. The first stitch that came to my mind when I thought about a scarf was this cable and lace stitch. I think even one repeat down the middle of the scarf or a couple of them equally spaced. I will of course link that video below for you to have a look. Next up, we have hats and beanies. Hats can be super quick and easy to knit, but they don't have to be boring. For example, this one, I did a 1x1 rib, then I knitted all this beautiful ferrule design, and here at the top, I just gathered the fabric, and this is how you create a shape. And to finish off, I put a pom-pom that is made out of the yarns that I used for the hat. I do have a video showing how I made this hat, and another one that has the cat ears. It's a super simple, again, just a rectangle. I'm going to make sure to link that video below. It shows the whole process of making this. But if you want to make a fully fashioned beanie, such as this one, I do have a tutorial on my Patreon on how to make it. This is a little bit more of a difficult project. It's not super difficult, but perhaps a bit more complex for a beginner. If you want to make something a little bit more interesting than a hat, I think a balaclava is a good idea as well. I know that not everyone is into balaclavas, but they could be really cute gift ideas. I do have written instructions and a tutorial for this one as well, so I'm going to make sure to link that below. Next up on the list, I have home decor, and I only have one item here, which is a pillowcase. I do love the idea of a knitted pillowcase. Even added one single cable onto a pillowcase would make it look so much more special. Maybe a simple rib and one cable detail. I think that will look really nice. I'm going to insert a tutorial for what I have in mind. The next category is very close to my heart since becoming a mom, is baby stuff. I can guarantee you that any expecting parent will love a cute knitted baby item. I know babies grow very fast, but even to take a few pictures in a cute knitted outfit is still very special. I do have a baby onesie pattern, which I'm going to make sure to link below. It is more of a girly, frilly look, but you can make that for a boy as well without the frills. And if you want to make it even more special and personal, you can always embroider the initial of the name on the front of the onesie. I think that's a very personal touch. But if you want to be more on the practical side, a gift that you simply cannot go wrong with is a blanket. A baby will need a blanket no matter the season. And it doesn't have to be anything complicated. Even adding a simple cable or a few transfers would make it look even more special. I think a cute idea is to knit a blanket on the chunky machine if you do have a chunky machine. Another gift idea for a baby would be comfort stuffed animals. Is that how they're called? In our household, they are called doodoo's. And basically what that is kind of like a stuffed animal, but it only has a head and the body is just fabric so they can hold on to. I've been playing with this idea yesterday and I did this. If you are more of an experienced knitter, you probably will know how to do this. All I did is I gathered the top here and I gathered the bottom and I created the head like that. And I'm thinking to embroider some eyes and a mouth. I don't have a video for this, but I still wanted to share this idea. But do let me know if you want me to make a tutorial for this, because I'm thinking to make one for my son. I think that would be so adorable. So let me know what you think. The last item on the list is a laptop case. I made this a few years ago and I use it all the time. And the best part about it is that it has some cushioning and it protects my laptop. I do not have a video on how to make this, but do let me know if you want me to make one. I'm going to roughly tell you how I made it in case you want to make one yourself. So for the straps that I knitted here in navy, I did a full needle rib. And then for the section here in gray, I knitted tubular. And while the fabric was still on the machine, I stuffed, I don't know exactly how it's called, but it's that foamy, fluffy thing that you put in stuffed animals. So I inserted some of that into that section that I created when knitting tubular. And then I made sure to stuff it really well. And then I knitted again rows on double bed, rows of full needle rib. And to finish off, I added a few rows of crochet here at the top. And I have a little zipper. I really love this, so let me know if you want to know how to make it, but I think it's such a cute gift idea and I think it took me just a couple of hours to make it. And that is everything for today. Please let me know which was your favorite project and which project you are considering making from the list. If you have any other suggestions, please make sure to leave them in the comments for people who need even more inspiration. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video and I will see you in my next one. Bye bye!